Welcome to Auburn, Alabama. A beautiful day for college football as a War Eagle cry reverberates across Jordan-Hare Stadium as their beloved Tigers are set to kick off another season. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Comes out throwing on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on 3rd and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming, and they're going to be here all day.
On 4th down, going to the air. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, we live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now facing a 3rd and long. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
At the 29. Now, a 4th down.
No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it. Quarterback checking off. They'll try it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Bringing it back, it's Harding. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and They just got to cash some of these drives in.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
He's looking for a man on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They'll try it over the left side. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Fourth down coming up.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Quick handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Hand off from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
He'll take it himself. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Okay, ready?
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Got it! He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a...
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Racing to the right. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Knights.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Buffalo. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Fires one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Lets it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Auburn.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him and they forced the incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Fox. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on...
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, UCF! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quick release on the RPO. They stripped it out. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Puts it on in midfield. Oh, look out. He's now up to 64 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. The 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Knights! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help.
The expressway is wide open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offense is just, they got the upper hand.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that...
Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
They'll throw it on first down, extending the play. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll get rid of it. Ball in the air, intercepted.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Quarterback checking the play. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Keeps the play going. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking deep. And it's caught inside the 20. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's got it on the right. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Crosses midfield. The 30, past the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Auburn!
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field.
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Now adjusting. He'll let it go down the right side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. One more snap coming before halftime. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a precious few ticks remaining. This likely the final play of the first half. It's 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll put the tight end in motion. Now they'll try the right side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive movements.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. They move the tight end all over. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Auburn going to work with another first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get live.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Fox. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Line getting set on second down. Back to the air one more time. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And those are some serious reels for this Tiger quarterback, positively Nick Marshall-esque.
Yeah, and you think about Nick Marshall and that run to the national championship game. Man, they ran the football some more. His dynamic ability at the quarterback spot. All Auburn offenses that have been great have had that guy at the quarterback.
Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
He took off and went. God, the quarterback made the read quickly. You could tell he wanted to take off with the football. And how dangerous is he that he just started chewing up yards and running away from the defense. Nice run by the quarterback.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 4.
He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Pulls it in on the left. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, UCF! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hardy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Trying to pick it up on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He fires one deep down the right side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State is just getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Tallahassee. There are children there, folks. They should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 18 to Georgia. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. He'll start this drive firing. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He wants to pass it on second down. Gonna take a shot. Brings it down on the right side. Running toward the tape. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Knights!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And he made the extra point without problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stops at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Might as well give it to him again. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Movement here from the tight end. The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. The give to the lone running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try the run. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Auburn with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars of the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? He wants to start this drive with a pass. Lets it fly. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick-6, and that defense will come out feeling it. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throwing right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
The aerial assault continues. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
That's caught. It's Coffee. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier in bounds.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
They want that clock to run. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19.
Green 25.
Throwing that carry ball. Picks up 4. Brings up 2nd down.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He's looking downfield to throw. Snags it. Touchdown, Auburn! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field. This kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but
he's going to let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. The defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Unloads it left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses